Hello everyone, this is Raju Upadhyay from CIMAGE College, Patna, Department of IT. Today we are going to talk about yet another very interesting function of advanced Excel, that is called lookup function. Already I have shared video on HLOOKUP and VLOOKUP, but the lookup function is also there in advanced Excel. So we will understand about lookup function with an example. So just I'm going to share my screen to you for the detailed example. So just all of you can see, we are having one small table. So this is the income table and tax slab also. So you can just focus on this particular table. So we are going to calculate the tax based on income. Here we have created a slab. If you have an income in the range of 1,000 to 49,999, you have to pay 500 rupees tax. If your income ranges from 5 lakhs, 50,000 to 1 lakh, you need to pay 1,000 rupees as a tax. So like that, we are having a small table out here. Now, here, I wanted to find out the required tax. So this is my lookup cell address where we will type the income and their corresponding tax will be extracted from this particular income tax table. So obviously, here I'm going to put a lookup function. So here I'll say equal to lookup, and then as usual, we have to mention the lookup value. So obviously lookup value I'm going to put inside a cell address called B4. So I'll be typing out here B4, comma. Then it is expecting to enter lookup vector. So here we are going to see the data from this range. So after selecting this, I'll close this parenthesis. So mind you, out here, inside the lookup function, we are having only two parameters. The first is lookup value cell address, as well as we are having a table range from where you are going to search for a value and find out the corresponding tax. So let's hit the enter key. Now I'm going to check it whether it is working or not. So let's say my income is 49,900. So I'm going to enter out here 49,900 rupees. And if I hit the enter key, I'm getting the tax as 500 only. Because already I mentioned, if you have the income slab between 1,000 to 49,999, you are supposed to pay tax only 500 rupees. But if I change it, let's say my income is 1 lakh 1,000, 1 lakh 10,000 like this. And then if I hit the enter key, my tax slab is getting changed. And now I'm supposed to pay 5,000 rupees tax because I'm coming in this particular tax bracket. So my income is 1 lakh 10,000 rupees. Clear? So 1 lakh 10,000 rupees fall in the range of this. And for this range, 1 lakh to 4 lakh 99,999, you are supposed to pay tax as 5,000 rupees. So here we require only two parameters for this lookup function. The first parameter is the lookup value, cell address, and second parameter is the table range from where you are going to find out the value. Here we are not going to write any additional parameter, the column number, as well as whether we are going to go for exact match or approximate match. Now, this is the lookup. It is working on the table arrangement, which is vertically, which you have seen out here. Here the table arrangement is vertically. In this case, earlier we used to have VLOOKUP function. Now I have transposed this particular income tax table in a row manner. So the same table is here. The income is there in first row and tax is there in the second row. Now let us discuss here how we can find the value. Here also we will write a same formula equal to lookup. Then we have to mention lookup value cell address. So my lookup value cell address is B13, where I'm going to type the income, then comma. We have to mention the lookup table range. So this is my lookup table range. For such kind of table which is arranged horizontally, we had HLOOKUP in past. But here lookup function is also going to do the job for HLOOKUP as well as VLOOKUP. So I have completed this particular formula function. Then I'm going to enter out here income. So I'm going to enter the income as 51,000 rupees. So 51,000. So obviously for the 51,000, I'll be getting a tax amount as 1,000 rupees. If I hit the enter key, we are getting the 1,000. I hope this concept is very clear to everyone, those who are watching this particular video. So this, we can say that this lookup function is an alternate of HLOOKUP as well as VLOOKUP, and it is very simple to work with. Let's have another flavor of this particular lookup function. For this, I'm going to take you to another worksheet like this. You can notice out here, we are having one small worksheet where I have arranged so many employee detail out here. So the first column is employee code. Next column is the first name of the employee. Then last name of the employee, age, gender, and the address. Here, I wanted to write employee code. Let's say correct this particular column heading. I'm going to enter out here employee code as a lookup value, and I'll get the corresponding address. So let's modify this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write a lookup function out here. So I'll be trying to find out the corresponding address once we give the employee code. So I write equal to lookup, and then we have to mention lookup cell address, comma. Then we have to mention the table range. Obviously, my table range is this. So let me select the table range. Mind you, you should not select the column heading. So this is the table range which I have. And then your formula is okay, and we'll hit the enter key. Right now, I have not entered any employee code. So let us enter the employee code and see whether we are getting the result or not. Let's say I'm going to enter the employee code as 10, whose address is 247 Goose Dam. So I'm going to enter 10 out here. If I hit the enter key, I'm getting the corresponding address. So let's verify this formula. Let it make it a little bold and bigger so you can see this. That will have a clarity to you once you see. So I'm going to take out the formula. So this is the formula as usual which we have learned. So this is a formula where I have mentioned the lookup value, comma, table range. In order to understand better, I can give you one hint. If you are going to use the lookup function, it takes two important columns. Their lookup value has to be checked from the first column in your table list. And the corresponding value which you are trying to find, it has to be the last column of your lookup range. So you notice out here, the first column is employee code and the last column is address. So lookup function can be used for this purpose. If your lookup value to be searched in the first column and their corresponding value to be get from the last column. So there is no concept of column sequence number, what we had in our VLOOKUP function. So here is the difference. Now somebody say that I wanted to enter the employee code and corresponding gender. So obviously you should not select the address column. You can select from employee code till gender. Now I'll be taking you to another example of this lookup. Here you can notice I have this is the employee code is my lookup value. Their corresponding first name I wanted to get, as well as I don't want only one column. I wanted to get the entire column of that source value. So how we can do that? So let me remove this. Now I'm going to write a formula here. Let it little bigger and bolder so you will be able to see clearly in this particular video. So I'm going to make it bold. I'm going to make it bigger so you are able to see everything clearly. Now I wanted to get the corresponding first name out here for the employee code file. So I'll be writing a formula out here equal to lookup. Then I'll be mentioning out here lookup value that is present on A37 cell address, comma. Now here you have to take care of one thing. We have to write down the lookup vector. So your lookup vector is the entire first column. So obviously your data is supposed to be searched out from the range of employee code. So we will select this lookup vector. Now, after that, we have to mention the result vector. Obviously, what exactly you wanted to find out? You wanted to find out the first name. So I need to select this entire first name column vector. Once you have done it, clear. So now we will complete this formula, and if you hit the enter key, you can notice out here for the employee code, for this particular employee code, let me adjust the columns. For the employee code 5, I can scroll up little. For the employee code 5, the name is Patricia. Clear? So this Patricia is coming down here. Right? Now, I want to get the last name, age, gender, and address also for the same employee code. So we need to do the formula copy, but you have to take care one thing. Whenever you are going to copy the formula horizontally, the column name is going to be changed. So here, my lookup value cell address remain has to be constant. So in order to make it constant, I'll click on this particular cell address and then I press function key F4. Then my table range has to be the constant. So my table range is from A2 to A33. So I'll select the A2 and then I'll press F4. So this is going to be fixed, freezed, or you can say we are making an absolute referencing out here. So this also has to be freezed, but this, the source value column can be, leave it like this. It has to be like this. Now, if I copy this horizontally, we are getting corresponding values. If I change the employee code, let's say I'm going to change the employee code for 29. If I press the 29, if I enter the 29, if I hit the enter key, the corresponding value of Lila is displayed here. So I hope this lookup is a very, very interesting function and you must have enjoyed a lot. Normally, people are not working with the lookup function, but we have discussed with the lookup function. That's all for the day. Please repeat this video. If you are not very clear with this particular video at once, read it or see it twice, thrice, and put your beautiful comments in the comment box. And if you like the video, go for like button. And if you wish, you can share with your friends, with your colleague, this particular video. Thank you very much for watching this video. Again, tomorrow I'll be coming with a very, very interesting another feature of advanced Excel. Thanks a lot for watching once again.